Hello again, Minecraft enthusiasts of all ages. As you can see, I am standing next to a huge mountain. Pretty big mountain. Just so you can get an idea of what I have done. Lots of trees around here. Maybe not the ideal place to build a house, unless you have no choice because your house is so gigantically enormous. So let's take a little tour of the biggest house ever constructed in Minecraft. This is the first installment. So as you see, this house here probably took close to a year on and off working on to build. So I didn't try to take down any buildings, I just kind of built the buildings right into the walls of the mountains. So at one time this was a big mountain. Until I came along and built this. This is called Grandpa Greg's giant Minecraft house. As you can see, I will probably be working on this for the rest of my life. The house is so big that there are clouds inside. There are monsters inside. Basically, there is everything inside. Because this is not necessarily a house. This is a world inside of a world. As you can clearly see. It covers about every kind of terrain Minecraft has to offer. From the woods, to the mountains, to the beaches. This is its own world. This house has a height of world height, and it goes down from there. We're creeping along because it takes a long time, because as I said, this place is enormous. Probably the biggest structure ever constructed in the history of Minecraft. And I'm not even close to being done, as you are about to see. Now I'm over by the desert, which is still part of my yard, because my house is that big. Another mountain built into the wall. So you see, when you go inside, there is like another world inside of my house. If you want to call it a house. They call the Great Pyramids of Egypt great. Ha! Ha! No comparison. There is no comparison. Look at this thing. I'm approaching the observation deck, which is on about the 6,000th floor. The house goes higher than the clouds. It is so large that there are clouds inside my house. Now let me ask you, have you ever seen clouds inside of a house? Well, you're about to. It's so large that it's like a monster haven inside the house. Every monster you can think of goes inside my house to escape the rain, I suspect, but also out of curiosity. Look at this thing. Just look at this. Bushes come out of it, trees grow out of it, mountains grow out of it. And basically, The whole Minecraft world lives within these walls. Another large mountain. So let's go down for comparison's sake. Pretty large mountain. In the old days when beginners might use a mountain like this to build a house. Well, this house is too big for beginner mountains like this for me. So I need something a little bigger. I have mountains like this inside of my house. So without further ado, let's go inside and take a look. And get out of the snow. Eventually I'm going to put sliding doors here. Oops. Well, first let's just take a little look on the inside here and take a little gander. It rains on the outside, but not the inside. I have not done a lot of work in here because it took almost a year just to build the outside. But you can see there is a world inside of my house. So we'll just take a little gander. You can't see the top because there's a floor right there. That is the second floor right now, which potentially someday could be the 1000th floor. You have to be careful inside here because, as I say, there are monsters and they will come after you. There was a time when this sign here was far outside the walls, but it is so enormous that it engulfed basically everything. So I have to decide where I'm going to put my houses, where I'm going to put my farms, because this is no ordinary house. This is a world inside of a world. So you're probably wondering, what is this? Well, this here is my elevator, because I don't want to take forever to get upstairs. So be reminded that this is the first video and there is still plenty of work to do. So let's go up the elevator and see what we got here. Second floor, please. We are going up the elevator. And now we are, as I said, this place is monster heaven. Look at this. Just look at this. They come here from all around. Why? I don't know. So now you can see the roof and the elevator, which will go to every floor that I decide to put in there, which will be any day. I'm just giving you a rundown of this place right now. This is the first installment of my giant house. This is the inside of the pyramid. It's nighttime now. Look at the monsters. Look at all the monsters congregating inside my house. They don't care. They don't even care. They're like, hey, this world is as good for us. And you know what? We don't get snowed on in here. So let's go in here, Frankie. This, you could call it Monster World almost. There's so many monsters. I try to stay away from them. But of course, even if the creeper does blow up, you can't destroy this monstrosity. It's just too gigantic. So let's take a look on the observation deck. The weather seems to have cleared a little bit. And we are above the clouds. Nice view, huh? Hi, would you like a view of the clouds? Well, come on to my observation deck and you'll see what the top of a cloud really looks like. Because this is the only place, the only house, where you can look down on top of the clouds. You are on top of the world, basically. Hi, Creeper. How you doing in there? And the snow builds up. We are so high that it snows up here. This may be the only place you will see snow is on this house, because this is the only place in this world, in this game, that is goes this high in the air. Monsters come in, and they like to hang around. They like to feel like they're part of history. So, I don't have a problem with them. They don't have a problem with me. They leave me alone, I leave them alone, and everybody gets along just fine. So we'll go back in a random door. I'll close the door just to not keep the monsters out, and then go back up in the air. You got Endermans in here. We got regular civilians walking around. There are regular people that come into my house. So eventually I will start renting rooms out. I will have my own hotel inside of my hotel. But right now, this is the first installment. Right now I just have walls. So back to the elevator. Let's go back down. This is, by the way, the world's largest elevator. I will say that, and there is no doubt about it. Look at that thing. And as you can see, I have cloud cover inside my house. Okay, so this is the first installment of the most enormous house ever built in Minecraft. You can imagine in my next video there'll be a little bit more. But I just wanted you to see where we are right now, just how humongous this place is. Hi, Enderman. Leave me alone, please. I have rivers in my house. I have lakes in my house. I have monsters in my house. I have mountains in my house. I have houses in my house. I have everything in my house. And now you are in my house. So thank you for joining. Until next time, when I have a little more progress, I just want everybody to know. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And maybe someday you will build the biggest house in Minecraft. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.